Yo, how's it going, YouTube? This is your boy Ez here, making a video, just giving you guys a heads up on my thoughts, what I think which talent changes should be used or changed in the next Warlords of Draenor patch. Even though the patch is already released, you know, they can always change things around before the game launches, and I pray that they do start changing a few things, at least maybe the next patch. But anyways, let's get straight into it. Before I continue any further, I'm just going to let you guys know I'm freestyling this whole thing. This is just off the top of my head, and it's really hard talking to someone that's not like actually there. So please forgive me if I kind of stutter or I break up in the middle of the video. Anyways, let's get back on topic. First, I think they should remove all useless talents such as Burning Rush and a few others I'll get into later. I also think they should remove health stones in place of a better dark regeneration. Oh man, I know you guys are probably fucking raging at your keyboard, smashing your screens in right now, super pissed off that I said that. I'm particularly talking about the PvE guys. I personally think the health stone heal isn't tremendous. It helps out, but it's very negligible in PvE considering you're getting a lot of heals anyways. So this is just on a PvP standpoint. I know that PvE and PvP basically have to balance each other out, but we'll just pretend that there's only a PvP right now. These are just my opinions, and if you guys don't like my opinions, then you can go to a different video, make your own video voicing your opinions, or just put them down in the comments below so I understand your point of view and why you think that I'm wrong. Alright. The next change I think is Dark Bargain should be changed to a similar effect such as Blessing of Protection, blocking all physical damage but only costing 20% of your health. I think this would be such a quality of life buff for us in general, because if we're playing against a KFC or TSG team, we know we need to take this talent because we're going to get fucking raped as an Affliction Lock in particular. Against those comps, you know, a Blessing of Protection for ourselves, especially if we're playing with a caster team, like, or even RLS or MLS or anything like that, like, with those comps in particular, who do they train first? I mean, I've heard the term train the blue, but, you know, if it's an Affliction Warlock, we really don't have that many outs against those comps, especially against Arms Warriors, because they can Berserker Rage out of our fears. The DK can Lichborn out of our fears. You know, DKs can Icebound out of our freaking Shadow Fury, and our Mortal Coil only lasts 3 seconds. It's like we cannot really get away unless, you know, we portal away. We have to portal line of sight, or we're gonna get gripped in or charged to. So, you know, that's just my opinion. I think that the Blessing of Protection, Dark Bargain being turned into like a Blessing of Protection would be pretty sick. I think this should last 5 seconds on a 1-minute cooldown. Next up, I think Sacrificial Pack should be changed. Get rid of that shit. It is so garbage right now. No one takes it. I personally think that instead of it blocking, you know, damage in general, it should just block magical damage and being very similar to the Dark Bargain buff, and have it, you know, reduce your pet's health by 20%, and should be on a 1-minute cooldown as well. It should last 5 seconds. So if you're playing against MLS or a mage comp, you know, shadow play, you know, okay, there's a lock in the squad, or they have a mage or whatnot, and they have a lot of burst. That extra AMS like ability would be pretty sick. So, you know, and it would cost 20% of your health, so it won't necessarily be a copy, it'll be something similar to it. Kind of like how Shamans and Resto Druids, or any Druids in general, both have an Nature Swiftness and Ancestral Swiftness, or what the hell it is. Alright, now let's get on to Burning Rush. I think Burning Rush should reduce your health by 10% instead of the 4% over every second that it's active. Increase your movement speed by 70% for only 3 seconds. Very similar to a mage's blazing speed, but we lose 10% life. You know, we're taking a little bit from each class, but, you know, it's making us also viable. And it's also keeping the, you know, the element of the Warlock. You know, you sacrifice to do certain things. You sacrifice for the utility, you sacrifice for the extra, you know, damage, you sacrifice for the defensives. That's how I personally think that warlocks should be. That's just how I think they are. But like I said, if you disagree, just put in the comments why I'm being an idiot about this. But just please keep it very understandable and don't just rage for no apparent reason. Alright, next thing, Howl of Terror. I understand why it was removed and put back in the talent tree, and that garbage ass ability was removed from the game. That makes complete sense, but I think it should actually get a revamp. Instead of it fearing for, you know, the 8 seconds or 6 seconds to where it is now, AoE fear, I think instead that should be removed and changed into an AoE horror instead, and last, you know, 2-second horror. Boom. That's simple. You know, we have a reason to take that. And it won't DR with our fear, it won't DR with the priest that's also running in fear vomiting spear. It just, you know, it won't be a big DR mess. We have way too many fears, and you know, the horrors are on such a large cooldown, and not all of them can be used on casters anyways, aka blood horror. And you know, usually in RPG situations you don't really even take mortal coil anyways, so you won't have a horror at all. So the extra horror for that would be a pretty nice peel, and it would also be pretty cool to pick up in 3s or 5s. You know, that's just how that's what I think. The talent harvest life should just be removed and replaced with something that's something like that would sacrifice your pet, like gets rid of it completely, like kills it, and restores you to 25% of your base life. The reason why I think that would be a quality of life buff is because we can soul burn summon our pet every 1 minute. You know, because it takes a minute to be able to summon again. The extra 25% every minute would be pretty legit. That's how I personally think. I don't believe that would, you know, it's kind of like you get something and you lose something. You lose your pet, you know, you could need your pet for a silence or whatever. You know, you sacrifice it for the extra health, and you know that the extra health can help you out. You sacrifice a shard and you resummon a new pet. Boom, just like that, you just got 25% life, like, or 25% of your health. So boom. I think Mortal Coil's cooldown should be reduced to that of Shadow Fury, only because Shadow Fury right now is so strong with its only 30-second cooldown. Considering most Warlock specs do not have a stun currently, that horror isn't as good, especially considering Shadow Fury is ranged. The only reason why I see picking up Mortal Coil would even be useful is if you're playing against a comp like God comp or whatever, where the mages can blink out of your stun, and you know, it's only 3 seconds long, and people are going to be constantly moving, so the Mortal Coil would be more useful in that ability, that, you know, that game, and plus the 11%, only 11% heal, you know, would be a little bit helpful. Unbound Will, oh my god, that shit needs to get changed so bad. It is a risky talent. I consider that probably the riskiest of lock talents. 20% life, it takes 20% of your life, and if you use it while you're playing against a Shadow Plague team, you can get crit and silenced or feared or anything. Like, you're just screwed all in general. I think that they should just keep it the way it is, keep it to 20% life, keep everything, just get rid of the purging magical effects part, just get rid of that shit. You know, the movement impairing effects and stuff like that, or loss of control of your character, you keep that. Just keep it very similar to like a Monk's Nimble Brute or a DK's Desecrated Ground. That'd be sweet at a cost of 25% life, or 20% life, or whatever it is. Anyways, I know I'm going to get a ton of hate for this, but I think the fear, the cooldown, there should actually be a cooldown on that at 10 seconds. Because spamming fear is fucking retarded. Especially when you're doing 3s or whatnot, and I know other Warlocks are probably like raging at their keyboards, but you know, I guess you don't realize what you had till you lose it, but that's just my personal opinion, like as of all these. But anyways, that's all I got. Like I said, if you guys have any comments, just put them down in the comment box below, and hit that subscribe button. I'll try to post as many more videos as I possibly can, and thanks for visiting. Catch you all later. Peace.